Hey guys, back with another video for you. First, let me just say how amazing it was on Resurrection Sunday being with everyone in person, enjoying ourselves. I'm looking forward to this year, more fellowship, so we can do what we were called to do as a church in fellowship. So having said that, let me just hop right into the video. I don't have much for you as a recap. Last week was the most unspecial special message, and what I mean by that is obviously because of Resurrection Sunday we spoke about the resurrection of Christ, and I say it was special but unspecial because it's not, the resurrection is not a message that we are supposed to get once a year. It's not a message we're supposed to celebrate once a year. It is literally the message that is the foundation of us. We read in 1 Corinthians 15 that if Jesus did not resurrect, our faith is useless. That literally your faith in Christ, if there is no resurrection, is worth nothing. And so that, to me, that points to the fact that the resurrection that we celebrated last week should be a resurrection that we celebrate every single day. And so that's my encouragement for you this week. That's my challenge or my question, whatever you want to call it. This is what I'm hoping is going to fan the flame of God in you, or I should say fan into flame the gift of God in you, like Paul says in 2 Timothy. And this is what I want to fan that flame with. The fact that today is Resurrection Monday. Tomorrow will be Resurrection Tuesday. Wednesday will be Resurrection Wednesday. What I mean is the fact that God raised a man from the dead that claimed to be the Son of God. As a Christian, we believe that to be true. And if that is true, that should be the foundation of everything that we do in our life. So we should be people who don't just come together to agree on the same things. We should be people who don't just come together to do the same old religious church service or whatever you want to call it. We should be people who don't just read the Bible because it's a good idea. People who pray not just because it's a good idea to pray. We should be people who do these things because the Son of God came, died in our place, and was resurrected. And if he was resurrected, like it says in Romans, that the same spirit that resurrected him from the dead is now able to give us life in our mortal bodies. So as we are going to be raised at the end of time, we are going to be resurrected. Right now, we still have access to that resurrection power, and that resurrection power should define our lives. It means that when we go to work, we should do it in resurrection power. When we read our word, we should do it in resurrection power. And all of that stuff is impossible to do if we're only celebrating the resurrection of Christ once a year. So my challenge for you today is to live life like every single day is Resurrection Sunday, because that's what we're called to do. And so I'm looking forward to getting back into Mark. We are still going to be in Mark 3 for the simple fact of we have to finish up one of the most important portions of Mark 3, and that is Jesus choosing the disciples. You may know this, you may be really passionate about being a disciple, or you may be someone who says, okay, I don't know the difference between a Christian and a disciple. Is there really a difference? We're going to be talking about that this week. One of my favorite topics is this, being a disciple. We're going to see from Mark 3, what is a disciple? How do we know if we're actually living a life as a disciple, or are we simply a convert? How do we know that? What is the difference? I look forward to bringing you the word on Sunday. Stay tuned for any updates as far as location, any of that stuff. We'll be updating as the days come. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Side of my lungs, burning my heart just like a fire.